Good afternoon and welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray and this is our dear friend Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody.
We've got a real treat for you and I hope that you are sitting comfortably. It's going to be with you for at least 2 hours.
And we've got a lovely brand new launch, haven't we?
We have, and Grace, gorgeous Grace, is in Brooklyn and she's going to be keeping you company. And so if you have any questions, she'll be redirecting them to us here in the studio at Clarity at Edenbridge.
Yep, and we've got lots of people in the room already.
Marvellous.
Hopefully, but I'm just going to go to the chat just until we hear from Gracie, just to make sure that the sound is clear.
Great to have your company, guys.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to spend a rainy Sunday.
Nice
it's not very
there,
nice outside,
no.
Is it? I'm really looking forward to showing you these new stamps. And well, it's a kind of a combination, isn't it?
Yes.
It all works beautifully together, but more will be revealed.
There we go. Gracie said all is perfect. Had the thumbs up, so that's
Thank
good.
you.
We can relax a little bit now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we've got a really nice new collection of things that are super useful, super arty.
Yeah.
We all like landscapes, so this is a great landscaping afternoon, isn't it? For building landscapes.
Building scenes.
Scenes.
Yeah.
We've got some smashing little builder stamps, little builder scene stamps.
Yeah.
They're very folk arty. Because we know how popular those essential...
You said the mega landscape ones. Yeah.
And we've been using those and seeing those for months now. And I did say to Jazz, I think after a while, you just want different deer and different rabbits and different trees, don't you?
And you did hint the other day that there's a new deer coming.
There's a couple of new deer coming. So we just thought it'd be really nice to change the flavour.
And also a new year as well, and it's new ideas, new inspiration. Yeah. And as you said, it all works beautifully together independently to add to your existing collections that you've already got.
Well, that's it, isn't it? And we've already had a trip down the road for building landscapes with masks.
Yeah.
And I will show you, I will give you in real time, I'll show you how to use masks. But we've added a little trick to this as well. And so, Paul, we were talking about letting a few people find us first. I think they are.
They have indeed.
And we kind of talked before the show about how to present the new design, the new collections to you. But what we noticed this morning was that a lot of you are already coming in for the big bundle.
Yes.
And you're right to do so because they do really work beautifully together. All the elements of that big bundle kind of sing together, don't they?
They do indeed. And the way in which they've been put together, because obviously you've got the stamps, you've got the masks, you've got the toppers, they can all be used, and there's all different savings on all different configurations, which will be in the show page. And then there's an additional saving by putting it all together. It's like that one-click buy, isn't it?
Yeah, one-stop shop. But the thing is that everything that we're going to show you in the big bundle in a minute is available individually and does come in little packs. So it doesn't mean at all that you can only buy everything together. It's not the case at all.
And also what I found looking at the orders this morning as I was printing them off, because there's been quite a few, the product of the month that we launched on Friday. We launched 3 brand new products on Friday as our product of the month. And if you pop any one of those in your basket, it means you get double points. So when you look at the price for this complete collection, and then you add in, many people are going for that card pack of the fabric
strips.
Yeah. And you pop that in there, and then the whole basket, whatever else is in there, is double points for the whole of February.
That's it. And so what we're seeing is that people are shopping canny. They're dropping in one of the products of the month because the old product of the month is gone now. That it's gone back.
It's gone back.
It's there, but it's not double points.
Double points on those items. No.
And so the new product of the month has taken over.
Yeah.
And people are shopping canny. They're saying, right, well, I'll drop that in there, then I'll bring that in, and I'll get double points on the entire basket.
And then I'll wait a couple of days, see what else is coming up, and then I'll pop another one in there.
There you go.
So,
So why don't we have a look at the big collection?
I shall bring the
Let's just show you. We'll bring up on a full screen so you can see what it actually is. Right. So what we're looking at, if we take it from the top, First of all, Paul, tell
If I
us how
give
to
some-
shop.
Okay, so there's two ways in which you can shop. You can shop at claritycrafts.com, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. During office hours, i.e. Monday to Friday, you can call the number below on 01732 868 215, and that's from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Now, there's also a show page on the website. If you go to the Clarity TV shop, then click that button and you'll see all the different bits and pieces Barb's going to be using together with all the different configurations.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've got an item number in the top, which is 21261, and this is the Folk Art and Landscape Stamps, Masks and Toppers collection. You can see here that normally, if we sold individually, it'd be £116.41. You've got £31.49 saving, which is various savings carried over plus an additional £5, bringing that down to £84.92. Then underneath that, you can see if you belong to any of our craft clubs, you'll receive an additional discount. So, for example, if you belong to one club, you'll be saving £39.98, paying £76.43. If you belong to two clubs, you'll be saving £42.11, paying £74.30. And if you belong to all three clubs, that saving is £44.23, bringing it down to £72.18. And that's for everything you can see there on the screen.
And if you drop that in the basket with anything from the pick of the month, product of the month, then you'd get double points on that lot too.
Absolutely. And we'll go have a look at the, do you want to have a look at the products of the month now, just to recap on the screen, or?
Yeah, I think that's a very good
just
idea.
Just
in case people didn't see on Friday what we were up to.
Okay, so the first item, so if you pop this item in the basket, 31954, this is the fabric strip card pack, 8x8, £13.99. Then we go on to the stamps, item number 12277. And then finally, if you pop this one in your basket, item number 21254, then you'll get double points on that whole basket.
So let's go back to the back to the screen.
The full screen.
Yeah, so that we can show the different products now. Okay, so let's look at this. We've got 3 sets of stamps at the top here. You can see we've got 2 A5 stamp sets of folk art scene builders.
Yeah.
Now you can see at a glance then, this is why I wanted to look at this particular screen. You can see you've got little and you've got larger. And then in the middle, you've got a really beautiful font of general sentiments.
Yeah.
Then the next row down, what we've got here is masks, where you can see here we've got round masks. And you can tell, even though it's difficult to see it, but you'll see that there are small and large masks. These are landscaping masks, scene building masks. I'll show you how to use them. But they also come with a stencil, which has been absorbed into the starting price.
Yes.
And then drop down below that, you can see we've got them as square as well. You just look at the bottom right-hand corner of the masks, you can see the stencils, and that will tell you. So you've got little and large round and little and large square landscapes. Then on the right-hand side, and this is something that's really cool, you've got dawn and dusk landscapes round and dawn and dusk landscape square. So these are the exact same size as the actual masks, except that they're already pre-printed.
With beautiful scenes on them.
With beautiful landscape scenes. They're like blanks.
Yes.
They're like pre-printed blanks ready for you to decorate with the stamps on the top row.
Absolutely.
Or any other stamps that you have to have.
You've got some of the other you little Barb's favourites example.
So let's have a look at the actual products now.
Yeah.
And look at some of the samples.
Okay, so I'll bring that up at the screen.
Thank you.
Where would you like to start?
I'd like to start with the stamps because I use a stamper.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the stamps. So these are gorgeous. Heads up now, the design team, our wonderful design team, they all the artwork that we've got from them only uses the small stamps and the round mask, because they didn't have the pre-printed.
Because it developed.
It evolved
like it always does at
Clarity.
Yeah.
So all the design team received was the masks. They had to make all the backgrounds themselves
Yeah.
instead of having the pre-printed ones. Sorry. And then also, I was looking at the little tiny stamps and I said, you know what, Jazz, I'd really like these a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And so that's how that happened. And they're brilliant big.
Size
matters.
It definitely matters. And when you see the beautiful artwork that, I mean, as Barb said, with the small stuff, and then when Barb combines the large with the small in the demos over the course of the afternoon, you're going, all right, okay.
You know it makes sense. Right, so let's have a look here. This is the first set. These are the little stamps.
Yeah.
And you can see here, I haven't counted them, but there's plenty of them.
There are.
Right? And you can see that there's a very different feel. It's very folk arty, very Scandinavian,
Yes.
I would say. I think Scandinavian here. Dave said Scotland. He said Wales. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Cornwall.
I can see that.
I can see that too. You know, very Celtic almost. Nordic, I see. But folk, let's call it folk art. So you've got lots of trees, you've got animals. Now this is interesting for the men because we've got boats and cars as well.
Yes.
And we've got houses. So we're starting to switch it up a little bit.
And you've got little people in there as well.
So this is one set on its own, the small set.
Yeah. So
Now,
the item for that is 12281. And the collection item that's on your screen, 12284, that is for if you just wanted to go for the set of 3 stamps. And you can see there, you have a saving of £11.49.
Thanks, Paul. Now let's compare the 2 sets so that you understand. And what you'll see is not all of the stamps.
You chose your favourites.
I chose.
Didn't you?
Well, we couldn't. It would have been too big a set.
Yes.
It would have been too big a stamp set. So I said to Jazz, we'll keep it to A5, and then we'll just pick the best of the trees, the best of the ones that are really. So we've got the people, got the houses, got the cars, got a couple of boats, the deer, love. The fox, love. Yeah. So we've got some large ones here. We've got lots more. The thing about having them both, right, is that you've got that perspective. So you've got the 2 deer. So you've got this one looking at this one.
Yes.
Here's looking at you, kid. Right. You've got the children playing at the front. You've got the children playing in the distance.
Yes.
You've got a boat at the front lake on the larger. Then you've got boats at the small, you see, houses at the front of the landscape, houses to the back of the landscape.
Yeah.
So it's great to have both sizes for perspective.
And they work on both sides of the toppers and the masks as well, don't they?
They do. They're beautiful stamps. You can see they're award-winning clarity stamps, so the quality is always second to none. And then last but not least, Jazz and I went down this road for the font this time. So we decided to go a little bit quirky, a little bit funky, all uppercase, really nice.
It's that finishing touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can see here, so if you wanted that set on its own, it's 12283, and that would normally be £11.49. So basically, if you were just going for the stamps, then it means you're getting that one for free.
Exactly. So there you go. That's the stamps.
Yeah.
And before we show you any samples, I think it would be a good idea to show the masks. I think masks next.
Yeah. Because
this is where we went before, and I will show you how to use the masks to make fantastic backgrounds. And you'll see here, if we look at them, you've got the square masks, and then you've got the round landscapes.
Yeah.
So what that means is, if we look here, you've got a pack of square ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes. Let's look at this one here. We've got square, large. You can see here the same 6, but in different sizes. So if I were to show you these 2, you understand.
Yeah.
These are the masks. All these lines are cut lines, so you can just expose the bit that you're going to work on.
Yeah. And these landscapes are different from the original ones that we did with those lovely treescape stamps.
They are, and they were. I drew these. I sketched these up, and the idea was to get more of a round feel to them, and so that brings me nicely onto the round masks. If you look here, and what you'll find is, if I just show you the ones here, let me just show you a couple of these, and you'll see these are pre-printed. right? Which
Yeah.
I'm divulging here. But the idea is that they're quite round and
Yes.
generous. They feel round. And so we'll come on to those, but they've got a really lovely shape to them.
And they've also got the stencil, both the inner part and the outer part. Open these if you wanted to take one out of there, Barb.
Okay. So if we have a look in here, you'll see, for example, with the round ones, you'll see that they've got a really lovely feel to them. Maybe we could come in a bit closer,
Yeah.
Paul. So we've got round 4x4 and 3x3.
Yes.
This is 4x4 and 3x3. So it begins here. This is the cutting line. This is a positioning line. This is a cutting line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got, for example, water, landscapes, water, two different ones.
Yeah.
Paths. I drew a couple of ones with paths in. So we've got a path and another path. And then we've got roads. So it's great for those little cars.
Yes.
So you've got a pair with roads as well. You see?
Yeah.
Some have got moons, some haven't.
Yeah.
But you can always add those. It's up to you. We decided to mix it up a little bit. So you can see we've got paths and paths, we've got roads and roads, we've got water.
Nice
this is
different
great.
combination. And then you've got that stencil right at the back.
And right at the back, thank you, Paul. Right at the back, we've got this, which really helps. So you can see here, we've got an isolator.
Yeah.
And then we've got this. Interestingly, these make great embedders for the smaller one.
They do indeed, yes.
So that's the round ones. So you can see exactly how this is working.
Let's put those away.
Yes, please. And then if I open up let's go to the small round ones. So you see, by way of example now, it's gone a bit fuzzy, Paul. 3x3 inch instead of 4x4 inch. Let's take a look at these. So they're the same designs, but now they're in round. So when you compare them, you've got two of those, and you've got one that I nicked. Have I? No, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. So you can see here. Oh, hang on, that one. Where have I gone with these, Paul?
Have a look at the nose. So path. You've got a path here.
And I've got
there's a path.
There's a path. Sorry. There you go. I was trying to match them up.
And then there's a comparison to size.
Yeah. So if you look at the size here, we've got water here. So I can go to water here and you'll see there's the difference. Well, no. Where have I gone here? So there's 6 different ones.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Okay,
yes,
but what I wanted you to do is, rather than show these, there's 6 different ones. I wanted to show that the square ones are the same.
They are indeed.
That's right. So we've got 6 different masks.
Yes.
Right. I understand. If you're confused, you want to get in my head. No. We've got 6 different designs.
Yes.
Right. But they're split up in different sizes. So so you'll see when you look at these that what's important for you to know is that the masks work with what we're going to show you next. So these are the masks, round and square, little and large.
Yeah.
And they've both got these in, whether they're small or large.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the next thing, right, are you with me or have I lost you now? It's all right. It's because it's a lot to show you. There's a lot to show you. I'm going to recap now because they're going, what's she on about? So, I know, love. It's not easy. It's not easy being in here with me either. Right, are you ready? So we've got 2 sets of stamps.
Yes.
We've got little and large, and then we've got the words.
Yeah.
Then we've got 2 sets of masks, little and large round, and then 2 sets of masks, little and large square. Each of those have different landscapes.
Yes.
Different landscapes, 2 of each. Okay, now I feel better.
Yep.
I'm
you've got
happy
6 and you've got that stencil in there as well.
Yes. Now comes the new thing, which I showed you a little sneak peek of it, because it's all very well to do the masking, you know, and we'll show you the artwork in a moment. In fact, should we do the artwork first or should we do this next? Do this next.
Do this
This
next.
is part of the bundle. Right. So then I said to Jazz, do you know what would be really great would be if we had the backgrounds already done.
Yeah.
You know, because it's one thing being creative and making the landscapes, but it takes time. This is a way of doing instant.
Yes.
It's all ready for you. So let's have a look at these. So now we've got dawn and dusk landscapes square.
Yeah.
Dawn and dusk landscapes round. What that means is that these are exactly the same as the masks.
Yes, they are indeed.
Except they're round or they're square, same as the mask.
Yeah.
And they're already pre-printed. So rather than open them, let me just show you a couple of examples. You get two. Oh, I've got three.
You got extra, didn't you?
I've got extra because that's the one I'm going to use. So you've got these all ready to go, you see. Look, you've got dawn and dusk. And they're beautiful colorways. And the thing about them as well is, and I'll show you this later, you can take out color, you can add color.
Yeah.
If you want to change color, you can use the masks because they're exactly the same size. That's the trick. But you can see how the pre-printed ones are just beautiful, ready to just stamp straight onto.
Or
top
just put
quality
in a
card.
frame.
Yeah, top quality card. And we've got them in square in two different sizes. That's it, isn't it? Look,
Yeah.
see? So you got them in the small, and that little Polaroid thing's great. I'll show you a trick in a minute.
Okay.
And then you've got them in round. I've got my little stash here, and you can see how you can. They're lovely. They're already pre-printed.
It's like looking through a porthole, isn't it?
Dawn and dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the idea here, and you get in each one of these, you get 14 large toppers.
Yeah.
And 14 small toppers, which fit the masks.
They do.
And then you've got 7 landscapes altogether, 2 of each.
2 of each. So beautiful. So you can see on the screen, if you wanted just to go for those, it's 31963. There's a £5 saving, which we have carried over into that complete collection. But these are like consumables. And I haven't had a chance to play with the foiling on this, but I know from the previous landscapes, it gives that sort of like a glistening look to them.
It does. It looks really lovely. So Paul, can we have a look at some of the artwork?
Yes.
That would be great.
Here we go.
Let's have a look at some of the artwork and then we'll get started.
Well, I say look at the artwork. You can tell, and that was just from the small set and the surround masks.
So let's just take a look at a couple of samples. That would be lovely. And then we can go from there. So the first thing is Sheila Metzler. Let's have a look just to show you the stamps in action.
Yeah.
So you see what they look like stamped out. So Sheila's made a fabulous little set of notelets here, a little box, and you can see this is so you can see what the stamps look like in conjunction. She's used those other little pre-printed toppers.
Yeah, they are your
don't they look lovely?
Landscape prints, the backdrop prints.
So they're very nice, aren't they? So that's a really lovely little set. Look, what a nice little box that is. Then we've got one here. Again, this has been made with the masks and the little stamps.
Yeah.
Little, look, it's a 5x5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Embedder, really nice. Deborah Wheeler. Yeah, really lovely. This is a great one, like a hanger from Tina Morris, I would say this is. And you can see here she's used stamp board with the masks, and that's where these masks really come into play. So you just peel off the bits that you want, and the outer circle on the mask is what protects that edge.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see here we've got one with water and the little deer. We've got one with the forest and the wolf, and then we've got the sheep on the hills. Beautiful, isn't it? You
had to put the sheep in, didn't you? I think you needed a new flock.
We needed a new sort of sheep as well. So they're pretty fantastic. Then we've got another one here, which has been, it's a larger stamp board. Again, that's Tina. And I think she's used a medium.
It was a Mod Podge, wasn't it?
Is it Mod Podge?
Yeah, I think you looked at the other day on it, on the ingredients.
Really nice, really lovely. And that's one of our... She's used one of our infusion papers.
Yes, it's like a collage.
These are all the collage papers that she's used. Yeah, very nice indeed. So you can go really grungy and glossy. Sarah Brennan, you can see here, she's used the mask, the background as well.
Yeah,
very good, isn't it? The
rounds. They've all been using the masks.
Yeah. So we've got little and large masks clearly.
Yeah,
but only round.
There we go. That was the size comparison.
And it's the same. You can see here, it's the same. It's the same one, actually.
It is.
Sarah. Debbie McMullen. But you can see that we're using the same size stamps, but we're using little and large. So very interchangeable.
Yeah.
Works really
So on
well
this one,
together.
you've got a dual carriageway.
Yeah.
And on this one, it's a garden path.
And if you've done a speed awareness test, you'll be aware of the fact that that is a real hazard. That's
Depends
a
what way the
hazard.
car's going. It could be going
This is definitely on the wrong side of the road or on the right side of the
overtaking.
road. Yeah. Oh dear. And this is a lovely one. We just laughed about this one earlier because I said, who in their right mind stands there if there's a bear? Sheila Metzeler, look. And then Paul said it's a badger. I said it's a polar bear.
It could be anything. It could be a bear. It could be a badger.
It's lovely. I love the footprints. This is a great one from Deb Wheeler. She's just taken the trees and made a really cool, just a lovely Christmas card with the trees.
Nice, isn't
and
it?
just stood them off there. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
This is a great one by Sheila Metzeler again. She really, that's the
Infusion
old
papers.
Well, yeah, but that's my old card. That's one of our cards. You know, from my paper collage that we're doing the
Oh yes.
It's like the lighthouse or one of those. It is the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Look. So it's the card from the lighthouse.
Oh,
See?
I wonder. That's probably the die. Did we do?
No, but it's not. Look, it's a card. It's a pre-printed card that we sent out with every project. Remember? So we also sell those on Pinky Grey, don't we?
I think they're on there, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a pre-printed card that we sell on Pinky Grey. I'm sure of it.
Have a look.
Have a look. Check out pinkygrey.com.
Yeah, I'll keep that to one side.
Yeah, that's interesting. Keep that one to one side. This is a great one by Jane Telford. There we go. Let's look at that. We're looking at this up close now. So you can see here, she's used the round. How are we doing? Are there any questions? Or
We've just got laughter.
Laughter?
From
Glynis asked, could I ask how many toppers are in the heart apertures? Oh, that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's from Friday.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute, Glynis, if you don't mind. 4, actually, 4 and 4.
4 and 4 in the product of the month.
And then in the refills, there's 10.
10 of each.
10 of each. This is a great one by Debbie McMullen. I love that. Again, stamp board. It works so well with the round ones because they're pre-cut, aren't they? And then we got a few more here just to show you, just to give you some ideas. That's a nice one by Jane.
Nice,
I like that one.
Colourways on that.
Yeah. So round landscapes, and you can see that when I drew them with this kind of horizon, kind of panoramic. It's got that round feel to it. And then what Jazz did was she took that and she straightened it out. So that's why we've got straight and round of all the different.
It's really nice because it's something a little bit different, isn't it? With really that round version of it.
It is. It's lovely to stamp into because it gives you that shading. It just automatically gives you a shade concept. So what else have we got?
That's everything.
Is that
new.
Everything?
Yeah.
Let's take one more look at that big bundle.
Yeah.
Then.
I'll bring that up on the screen.
I think that's a good idea because really that's what people are looking for, Paul.
I think that's, from this morning when it went live at 8 o'clock this morning, that has been the most popular item so far. And when you see, you've got the various different savings we had a look at. So you've got a saving if you go for the set of 3 stamps. You've got a saving if you go for the masks as a pair in either the square or the circle. And then there's a saving also if you go for the toppers as a pair. All of those savings are all carried over, and then there's an additional £5 saving on that, bringing it to £31.49. But if you're a Diamond Club member where you belong to all 3, that's a £44.23 saving, bringing it down to £72.18. And if you put any of the 3 different products of the month into your basket, you'll get double points as well. Okay.
Marvellous. Thank you, Paul. I think a little recap's good because there's so much to consider there.
When you see it on the screen, I think it really shows the value for money and what you're going to get.
I think, and once you get the packet, once you get that bundle together and you realise that those pre-printed and the masks that they overlay, you don't have to use them together, but they work together.
And you're going to show us a few things of that later today,
That's right. So let's just start really slowly. It's Sunday. We had a busy Friday. It went on Friday. So let's just have a look. And my job in this is just to show you why they're not why they're Polaroid. Like, this is the simplest little card, but I just want to start by, first of all, I wanted to highlight how beautiful these stamps are. So these are the large stamps.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've taken these two dear.
Okay.
Right. So when you stamp them, they come out like that. You can see, there they are.
Yeah.
And the actual Polaroid, if you like, the preprint, I'm just, for somebody who's not been stamping for years,
Yeah.
you know, or just wants to get a good result and just enjoys a little play, there's nothing quite like having a pre-printed
topper like
topper
that. Well, it
that
saves
you just
so
stamp
much
straight
time.
into. Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Don't get me wrong, I love the process of building the landscape with the mask. I love it. I invented it. But there's always a point where you think, I really want to get the end result, but I don't want to go through all that.
Yes.
And there is a point to this, because in a minute I will show you how to make the lovely the centerpiece, and it's one that you'd put behind glass and you put it on the wall.
Definitely.
I mean, hats off to the design team.
Yeah.
But then of course they didn't have the pre-printed one, so that was sorry. So let's have a look. We got that. Let's have a, and what we're going to do is, I've just mounted a couple of the large on my mini mounts, and I've got my tree, and I've picked the tree that I've used from this set,
from the
small
mega one. Yeah, that one's called the mega of the landscape. I know.
Is it?
It's called, because it's in line with all of the mega Christmas.
Right, okay. And what's this one called then?
That one's just called large.
Okay, well, we have to work on that.
Mega, large.
We'll work on that on Monday. That was a little bit of a last minute one, that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got that. We've got a black ink pad. Hey ho. Check this out. February 26th.
Fresh off the shelf.
Fresh off the shelf. Only because I didn't know what that meant. Loads of ticks. It says it's okay.
Number 1.
All my boxes are still in the from
Unpacked
Friday.
from Friday.
Yeah. So I've got that, and that. And now I could just start stamping.
Yes,
but
you could.
and I've got a little boat. Look, the Vikings are coming. And yes, I do have a little, I'm going to put a little boat in, and I'm going to use my stamp pens. Stamp pens are fantastic. Right, okay, I'm going off on a tangent here. But the stamp pens are great when you're, for composition like this, especially when you've got loads of little stamps. If you've got a dozen of these, and you've got the rack. Do you remember we went mad this time last year?
Yeah, well, right? January, wasn't it? It was the launch of the stamp pens.
So I'll show you from upstairs. Let's have a look if you can see this. But all my little houses, my trees that I'm going to use, I've already put it all. I've mounted them all ready because I know what I'm going to be using later.
Yeah.
So what my point is, that when you're in this, especially with these little stamps, the tiny stamps, if you've got a collection of stamp pens and the tool holder,
so
the tool holder for me is brilliant for composition.
Yes.
Apart from looking nice on your shelf, and Dave made them.
Yeah.
You know, which is
and he
brilliant.
Assembles all of them. He won't let anybody else assemble them.
Show us what they are.
So here we go.
And then I'll, because this is not going to take long.
Okay, so we've got a tool holder, item number 31797. It's for both clarity and pergamano.
Yes.
So it's perfect for your stamp pens, but also your pergamano tools as well. So this is on the website, and it's just beautiful because it's clear acrylic.
Yeah.
And then when you fill it up, that's what it's all about, isn't it? You bring it all together.
Yeah.
Like so. I know we did a course once, and somebody they sent us a picture in of the artwork, and it was as if it was our studio because they had these shelves.
Yeah, that's right.
And they had loads of these.
We had to take do a double take.
Yeah.
Let me ask you though.
Yeah.
So this is the tool holder that's sold separately to the tools.
So you can buy a set of 4 tools. You can buy a set of 12 tools, and there's a saving on those as well.
And she says, could you put a gallery of these fabulous pieces on your blog, please, Barb? Zara, it's a deal. I shall do that when I get home. After I've had my roast chicken, I will sit down and I'll put all this artwork on my blog.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
I'd say we'll probably do that tomorrow, because not all of it was scanned. We only scan a selection of it, don't we?
Okay.
But there is images against some of the products as well.
Okay, but we'll do that tomorrow. Then we'll load the whole lot.
We'll put all of it.
And we'll have
scan it all in.
have a.
And then it means you haven't got to rush home, get indigestion. So it gives them a chance to get the artwork scanned.
All right then. Okay, Zara, we'll do it Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you make a note of that then?
I have. I've got the message there.
Okay, back to the drawing board. Right, so I've got all my stamps. I know what I'm doing. I've got all I want is my little Viking work.
Yep.
My Viking.
Okay.
That's it. Right. That's it. Haven't got to do anything else. Oh, and then I've got to. Well, we get to that.
Yes.
But I have to kind of know that I'm going to leave a gap there. If I put a great big tree there, do you see what I mean? I'm changing the landscape. So to know those things, this is my idea. You could stamp straight in there, of course you could.
Yeah.
Right? But what about if we take a piece of tracing paper?
Yeah.
We do like a bit of tracing paper.
We do like it, especially in the shack. Item number 30334.
It's good stuff. It's really
and you've
good
got
stuff.
What's there? 50 sheets in there, so it's
so
definitely
cheap,
gonna.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't use the word cheap, but it's very inexpensive.
Good value.
Good value.
Good value.
Inexpensive.
It doesn't make any noise.
Can we have another look at it?
Of course we
can.
It's
A4. If you're in the shack tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, we are finishing those.
Build a bouquet.
Build a bouquet. Build a landscape. Build a bouquet. I think there's a theme here.
Building.
All you need in the shack is either the tracing paper,
a pencil,
and a piece of paper. That'll do. Honestly.
Job done.
Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow, I'm going to try out those perga colours because I've had an idea for the line art.
Indeed. Yes.
Right. Okay. Back to the drawing board. So I've got a bit of tracing paper.
Yeah.
And I've got a bit of copy paper. I'm just going to use this so the white doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, just a bit of coloured paper.
Yeah.
And so let me pop this on here. So I don't want this to move because I want to kind of get I'm going to stamp on here before I stamp on there.
Yes.
Do you see?
Yeah.
So that way I get I don't spoil this.
Yeah.
I decide. So I've got a rough idea where I want to go. So I'll pick this up like that, right? And then I can, let's have a look. So say I want to put my deer there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, that's wet.
That's the new one.
Well, it's on tracing paper as well. Too wet. Right, let's try this one.
Oh,
Juicy Lucy.
Yeah.
Can you see that? It's a good job I didn't do that on here. That wouldn't have gone down. See what I mean? Sometimes old is gold. So then I want to pop that one there. What a difference.
Yeah.
Right, so now I can decide, do I want to put them in the picture? Do I want to put them down like that? How far down do I want to bring them? Do you see? So that's the whole idea of stamping onto tracing paper first.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Cool, look at that.
It's blistering. It's a bleeding deer.
Right. Soggy.
Juicy.
Juicy Lucy. Right. So, but you can see how you can do this. And so what you're doing is you're creating your landscape on a piece of tracing paper. These become your templates then. So if I pop that one there, then I can see, for example, that I could put the tree there and then it will sit in front of the moon. I like that design. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I can say, okay, so I've got my little Viking ship, my little galleon. Okay. And then I can say, right, where do I want to put that? He was a bit on the wonk. This one went a bit wonky. Look. So now maybe I'll bring it in like so. And if I bring that tree down there, then I'll pop this. Do I want to bring it down a little bit? Let's have a look. There, like that, same place. So now I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
One, I've seasoned the stamps. Two, I've got my template. I know now, so I can check. Look at the state of him.
I know. Very dear.
That was proof
that was
of concept.
Meant to happen, wasn't it? Yeah.
So then all I'm going to do now is take my stamps. I know where I'm going. I've checked it. Yeah. And now I'm just going to stamp up. So, for example, hover with the handle. I'm coming into that. So they're looking into the picture.
Yes.
That's the kind of the idea that they're looking into the picture. So I've practiced, I've seasoned, I've already worked out where I want to go. I mean, this is an easy one because I've done it once, haven't I? So I
Yes.
know, okay. But here's the thing. So with the tree, and you'll find this a lot with all the landscapes.
Yeah.
Do you want the tree to be behind the hill or in front of the, you know, do you want it?
Of course,
you know?
yes.
So now if you want it, you can kind of take one of the masks and you can cover up
Yeah.
I'll show you.
The lower part.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to fiddle with the mask, just use a bit of masking tape. Okay. The clue's in the name. If you just pop that there, let me just show you. If I just do that like so, yeah.
Yeah.
Then when I put the tree there, I can come onto the masking tape. That doesn't matter.
So you can have a shorter trunk.
Yeah. Or I've got another idea. You've got choices. See, I can come onto the masking tape. I can try to get it exactly right. Maybe it will hover, right? Or maybe it'll just be perfect. But so if I take that away now, he's right on the line.
Yes.
Do you see? Let's come in a bit closer, shall we?
Free.
So you can see there, he's right on the line.
Yeah.
But there's a tiny bit of there. See, I went off there.
Yeah.
If I'd levitated so that the tree, see, I could put one right in the middle of the field as well.
Yes.
Do you understand? It's easy, isn't it? I could put one there, turn it round quickly and do a shadow as well if there was because there's a big moon there. I could do that as well. So loads of different options.
And this is just using the smaller image.
This is using
the topper. Isn't
yes.
it? It's the small topper as well.
But when you look at this, let me show you another little thing, because when it comes to perspective, just an idea. I won't do it. I just want to show you this. I could take that little tree there, right? And I could make a shadow with it.
Yes.
Because that would be quite a big shadow if I use the actual tree.
Yeah.
But this one, I could ink, blot, plot.
Yeah.
I don't want to because I want less is more. But if I could take this mask like that, pop that on there, ink, blot, add that one there. I don't want to do it.
No.
Right. But then I would get a shadow.
Yes.
Using the smaller one of these. So you've got large, but then you've also got these ones too.
Yeah.
Do you see? So you've got loads of different options. Understand?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? So now I've done that. And then the other thing that I wanted to sort of shine a light on, I've still got to do my little, I haven't done him yet. See, I think it's a confidence builder as well. When you've already done it once on here.
Yes.
See, now I ask myself, oh, where did I want to put the boat? Maybe I prefer to put it over there. So now I can decide.
Is he going into the sun, away from the sun?
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it a pirate ship? So now I can hover with the handle. I'll maybe bring it over a little bit here. As long as it's not on the hill.
And this is the beauty of the stamp pens, isn't it? The precision stamping.
They're so good, aren't they?
With that, especially with the smaller stamps.
Exactly. So you've got now just a really good idea of how pretty these deer are. So let's take a look at the other stamps. Have you got the printout?
Yeah, of course I have.
In the meantime, I'm so glad I used it on Tracy, but I would have been unhappy.
He's a furry deer.
He's definitely a furry one. Let's just take a look at these. So you can see here where the deer are that I've used. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, when we look at my artwork that I did earlier, you'll know I was using, because it's dawn and dusk, I thought what would be really nice, you could use a stamp straight into the sky.
Yeah.
And you could use one of them, the happy, I could use one of these, right, but then it's black. This Polaroid part here it's built in so that you can look, I could put thinking of you along there, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, sending love.
Yeah.
This is built for that. Yeah. Make a wish. But I wanted to take advantage of the dark sky, dawn and dusk, remember? So if I go to your box here, where I found beautiful white writing.
Is that lovely
and
transfers?
Really is these transfers. So you talk about them and I'll do it.
Okay, so we currently have all occasion sentiments. We have anniversary and wedding sentiments.
And they come in black, white and gold. That's what you need to know.
And you're going to get 3 sheets of each of them. Like you get one black, one gold and one white. They come with the lollipop stick.
Oh.
Just give it a tilt.
Okay.
And we also sell the lovely storage boxes as well.
Cool.
And it's nice because the idea behind these, the reason they've got the Pergamano brand was because to create that sort of lovely gilding look on it, or the white work, and to have it in the different colorways. So they're perfect for your parchment.
So you've got them in gold here, really top quality, aren't they?
They really, really
black, and then the white.
Also the white.
Which is a great stamping solution. Well, a great message.
Yeah, and
sentiment.
what the beauty of this is that back in the day, if you remember rub-on transfers, they used to have like a big gutter around the outside.
That's right.
And these are top quality. You don't really see that there is any sort of surround around it.
No, that's it. Friends forever. Love that one.
That's nice.
So go on, Paul. What were you going to say?
So they have that top quality. They work on your parchment. They work on your stamping projects, your mixed media, and they've just got the elegance to them. And it's nice that you've got sort of the two different fonts on the sentiments.
And also what I'm doing here, you see, I'm isolating. I'm not taking the one and then rubbing around it. I'm cutting out what I want, but I'm also cutting out the carrier sheet that goes with it. So if you're wondering why they look like they've been chewed by the dog, it's just where we cut out the ones we want, and they come in this really good quality casing as well.
And you also get your lollipop
sticks. Them. You get a lollipop stick, which comes from the manufacturer.
Yes,
we get these made in China. These are top quality. Not everything made in China is cheap and rubbish.
No.
You know, believe you me. And these just, you know, where
they
you
were
go.
Backwards and forwards, weren't we? Getting the quality right. And
these are beautiful transfers.
They are.
Beautiful.
On glass as well. So if you've got like a glass.
Ceramics. They work beautifully on pottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are made exclusively for Pergamano and Clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got them for the Parchers, as you said.
That's where it initially started.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've taken off I've got the carrier sheet as well. And what that does is it just protects the transfer. So I can go like this, and I can decide where I want to set it.
Yeah.
Right. And I can see, because it's dark in the sky, it's going to look really cool. I really like that. So let's say I want to pop it there. So now I've decided I'll take that away, and then I can see better. I want it to be straight. See over here, I think there's about right. So I'll keep it like that. I'm happy with the position. And then as soon as I do that, it kind of grips.
Yes.
Now I can use the lollipop stick that comes in the kit.
Yeah.
But we decided that and this isn't us trying to sell you something else. This is because these really work much better.
They do, because I found with using the lollipop stick, because we've cut the rub-on, we've cut it, and so you've got like a little lip to it, haven't you? And I found that when I was back in the day, when you used lollipop sticks, it would catch on the edge.
It does.
With the hockey stick, because I'm careful what I say here, because it has a smooth bottom.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't catch if you go over the edge.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can see here Barb's holding it in position on one end, just to stop it moving. But
you don't have to.
No, once it's down.
Yeah, it don't move.
And you can see the smoothness with that hockey stick.
Definitely.
And because it's got that flat bottom, it covers a larger area.
And you could use a big fat ball tool, number 6 as well. But this is better. It's got
there's more surface.
There's more surface to it. Yeah.
So the embossing tool, the hockey stick, is 70001.
And all you do is, you see, the reason I'm keeping my finger here is to hold it in place, because if I lift up this side and I look at the transfer paper, can you come in a bit closer, Paul?
Yeah.
You can see, like that V needs a bit of help, right? So as soon as it releases, I know, but because I'm holding it in place, it's not going anywhere. I've locked in. So now if I lift this up, I can see, right? In fact, that's it now. I can feel it's gone.
Yeah.
It's done. And once I've done that, what I would tend to do is, you could take a piece of tracer paper or anything. I would just go over it gently, just to make sure that everything's in place.
Absolutely, because then
Yeah,
it just
to
sort of
burnish it.
smooths it down a little,
does.
doesn't it?
But how gorgeous does that look now?
The
So
white writer, I'd
professional.
forgotten about the white, because often you can get white ink pads, you can get white embossing powder. But again, that's a skill in its own right, isn't it?
But look how professional that looks.
Yeah.
What a beautiful pair of...
It's a,
So you could make a set of notelets. I mean, we don't often shout about it, but it's the fact that we are an angel company. So if you make things to sell,
yeah,
or make things for charity using our products, if you make handmade things, you know, then you want it to be really, you know, when you're selling
top
something, you want
quality.
it to be beautiful, don't you?
Yeah.
It looks shop bought, but it's handmade.
And it's nice because you've got those little finishing touches, and I think that one of the reasons one of the embedders have proven so popular, because it is those little things that can sort of add value to what it is you're doing at a minimal cost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So demo number one, what we did there was, just to recap, and then we can move on. What we've done here is we've used one of the pre-printed cards. There we go. And we've used a combination of large and small stamps.
Yeah.
And we've used the transfers, the white ones.
We have indeed.
And which set did I use there? I used the friend one, didn't I?
I think it was the friendship. We'll put it back on top.
It
was the friendship one.
Yeah.
So if you want the friendship, the item number for that is 70483.
And we got a bleeding deer.
And we've got a bleeding deer. If you want the anniversary wedding sentiments, item number 70482. And if you want all occasions, it's 70484. And all of those will be on the show page, together with the hockey stick and the slow down with clarity storage box as well.
Right, Paul, I'm going to ask you to do a little recap.
A little recap, yeah.
Or have a look at some artwork.
Yeah, I'll do a
while
recap
I get ready for the next demo.
Yep, I'll break it all down.
Thank you.
Okay.
Demo number one is completed.
Okay, so we have the complete collection, which is item number 21261. All those savings carried over from the various different bundles we have on the website. Saving of £31.49, bringing it down to £84.92 plus your club discount. Then, if you just want to go for the collection of stamps, that has an £11.49 saving, which means you're getting that little A6 sentiment stamp set for free. The item number for that is 12284. If you want to go for your duos of masks, maybe you want to go for the round ones. The item number for that is 21259. You've got 3x3, 4x4, and each of them come with a stencil, both the inner part and the outer part. You've got a £5 saving on that, also available individually. Then if you want to go for the square version, item number 21260, same configuration, 3x3 and 4x4, together with the separate stencils in there as well, £5 saving. Maybe you want to stock up on your toppers. You've got your Dusk and Dawn landscapes, the round and the square collection. A pack of each of those with a £5 saving, bringing that down to £15.98. If you want to go for some of the toppers on their own, maybe you just want to go down the round topper route. The item number for that is 31962. If you want to go for the square version on its own, 31959. And then don't forget, the current product of the month is your fabric strip card pack, 31954. Pop that into your basket, and anything else in your basket, you'll get double points on. If you want to go for the second option for the product of the month, which is your Shack Borders Strips and Panel A5 stamp set, item number 12277. And then finally, if you want to go for a whole lot of love, heart aperture toppers and A7 sentiments, item number for that is 21254. Are we good to go?
We are, love.
Super.
Okay, so I thought we'd ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah.
We went to the small square. We're sticking with the pre-printed ones again, because it's easy, you know, and it doesn't always have to be really demanding to be beautiful. Okay, why wouldn't you use what you've got? So if we've gone from the small square, right, thank you, and now we're going to go to the large round. So you see I've built up the composition, and this time what I've got instead now is I'm going to take my
What
let
you
me just,
after?
I'm looking for that particular one. Where have I put it? Just bear with me.
Is it inside?
No, I've got it here somewhere. I'm just looking for the right one. Hold on. It's got to be over here somewhere because it's what I used. No, it's because we got too clever with ourselves, didn't we?
Try
It's
to be
going to be
organised.
here. Yeah, trying to be organised. No, that's not it. Help me out, Paul.
What are we looking for? We're looking for
We're
the
looking for
square
that
version.
one the square, the round version. That's why
That's
I'm
why you can't find
struggling.
it. 'Cause
I'm
you're
looking at the wrong
square.
pile. God, Bennett.
I thought you were doing a comparison.
No, I'm trying to find the one to work on with the roads. There it is at
There
the
it
end.
is.
Got two of them at the end. I was looking at the square. Sorry. Right. It's all right. So that's my piece that I'm working
So that's where
on.
it starts.
That's the piece at the front.
Yes.
And then I've got just to dismantle it, just to show you, I've got that. And you can see I've actually embedded it. And then I've used a nice piece of neutral from the Indian Summer Companion paper.
Yeah.
Because it just sits really beautifully. You can just go like that and decide which colour works best. I picked out, they're just beautiful colours.
So you're still using your old stash. All of
well.
the companion paper now comes single-sided.
Yeah.
There will be digital downloads available tomorrow when Jazz is back in the office and she has created them for us.
See, that's a nice colour. So you're picking out a particular colour. That sage takes out the green. I'm not doing anything to this. I haven't taken any ink out, added anything. This is just as it comes.
Okay.
And all we're going to do now is take that. I'm going to use this as well.
Oh, the stencil that comes in the mask set.
The stencil that comes in the mask set. So we'll set that on there like so. And we're going to start work on this.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't move while I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just pop that there like
ever so useful low tack tape.
Ever so useful low tack tape. And then this sits on there absolutely perfectly like so. In fact, I'm going to use a piece of low tack tape across the base like that. And I'm just going to hold it in place. So now I know that that's exactly where it's supposed to be. Like that. Okay, because I want to stay in there.
Yeah.
If you look at mine, the first thing you'll see is it's got an edge around there.
Mm.
So what I did was I actually used the mask, holding it in place.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's in the right place now. And I'm going to take one of our micron pens. Do you notice how you finished my sentences? Like an old married couple.
I know.
Right, so I'm going to take my micron pen and I'll start somewhere in the dark side. I'm going to do this first because if I slide, I don't want to do all my artwork and then,
Very good point. Yeah, top tip.
So I'm just going to go like that. Going to come down like so, come round, just keep going. I'm pushing against the edge of the stencil back. And because I'm feeling brave, I'm holding it upright.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop where I started. Right, so now we know that that's done.
Yeah.
And how else can I just say it's a lot easier to go around the inside than around the outside?
I was going to say,
100%. Okay. Top tip.
Yeah.
Now, while we're on this subject, because otherwise I think we're going to run out of time.
Okay.
I want to show you something. We're going to leave it like this.
Yeah.
Right, but let me just explain. If I were to I'll take the same one.
Yeah.
Just because we're on this one.
Okay.
Right. Because the stamping's easy. But let's say I'm going to just go for it like this. I don't but I want to show you if I take the Pergamano eraser pencil.
You pop them in your pot. You tied it up earlier.
I know. If I wanted to, right, I can add or take away colour. So let's say, for example, if I want to add a little bit more light there, do you see how you can lift the colour?
Yeah.
So just to say, if I wanted to, we'll do it a bit more later, but you can see how, there's one there, where I've taken out colour there, right? So you can really, especially if you start to work on ones that have got water like this, so there, right? that's the one that we had earlier with the Vikings.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to add a bit more colour there, I can do that. See how I'm taking the colour out?
So that's the white Faber-Castell eraser pencil.
Yeah.
We've got them in white eraser, which is perfect for the ink.
It's absolutely brilliant for this job. So, for example, if I haven't got a moon in place, I want to add a moon. It's easy to do. I just take a moon mask and rub out.
And you take the colour out. Yeah, you've done that before, haven't you?
Yeah. So on this one, what I did here was, instead of, and we'll do it on this one, we'll take the colour out. On this one, I just punched it out and stuck it on. So the moon is actually
a little punch.
I just took a punch that I had. It's the only one I had. And I just punched it out of a bit of card and then
that would have been before the masks were invented.
Exactly. Do you know how old that is? It's older than Mark. Right. So, but I just wanted to explain that this printed paper has got a lot more to offer. You can leave it as it is, or you can start to lift colour. We'll also talk about adding colour in as well, because there's so much you can do with these, you see?
Yeah.
Right, so let's just leave that to one side for a minute, and let's get to this now. So we've gone around the outside.
Yeah.
We've got our ink pad with the ticks.
Yeah.
And now I'm just going to start stamping up. I've got my composition here already.
Yeah.
And I've already mounted my stamps ready to go because...
So we have a lovely selection box of square mounts. Item number 31952. You've got 3 large, 3 medium and 3 small squares together with a bonus horizontal sentiment mount. And we also have our mini mounts, and the item number for that is 30000.
And what I'm looking for, and I'm struggling to find, I don't know where I put everything. It's just chaos.
What are you after?
I would like to have the mask that fits this.
Okay.
But failing that, I'm just going to stamp away now. Okay. It doesn't signify, but if I wanted it, I can stamp across here and I know that I'm not going to hit. But if I take, I don't know how we managed it, but we prepared so well.
It's too much preparing, wasn't it?
Right, let's have a look. So I'm just building my picture with large stamps to the front and then smaller stamps to the back. Don't worry about it, Paul. Let's just relax and enjoy the show. We've got so many things. Now, the thing is, I've got to I'm just leaning into the stamp now, right? And it's just black, really nice. You can see what we're doing here. So at the front, now we go back a layer, right?
So this is why both stamp sets are useful.
Precisely. So now I'll go in here and I'll look for, I'm going to use that one and that one.
So this is why it's great to have that composition already laid out on the stamp pens.
It's great, you know. Then I can just use my stamps and I can just decide where I want to go. There we are. And then we'll pop the next one in next door. Neighbours, hope they like each other. All that don't you find that people build like that? You think, oh, you got all that land, and then they can talk to each other through the window. I find that a lot.
Gone mad. But these are really nice trees. Very different to what we've done in the past.
The trees
and the houses as well. I like that you've got that space between the body of the house and also the roof as well.
And also the trees are a little bit more, they're just a little bit artier. Let's have a look. Like that. So I can use the same one or a different one. And these ones are great because they're kind of, just look different.
They're see-through, aren't they?
See? Yeah. So they're a great combination one with the more opaque trees. So if we go up to the top here, let's use this one here. See, I've already got my composition here, so I'm just copying what I've done here, which makes such a difference when you're now, as opposed to last time, I'm coming into the. See, I'm coming down into the
down the hill.
So I'm building. And I've got that tree. Then I've got another sort of tree. Let's see where that one is. This is a nice one. Let's see. And I'm using the stamp pens all the time. That's the one. See, so I can use that one over here. Let's use that one here. There you go. And you could bring it down into the field. So you've got, so then you hold them literally like a pen and you start looking. Do you see what I'm doing? And you just say, right, well, which one shall I use there then? I'll take that one.
I suppose it's similar when you're colouring and you hold all your pencils in your hand, don't you? Because you know you're going to spot between them.
That's it. You see, in these trees, they work really well because you can stamp them over the top of those ones. Do you see?
Yeah.
And they don't clash. It doesn't, they're really good like that. There, see? You can put them in the background. And they look really cool. And then we've got one large one again. Where is it? Here. Right, I've got another large one, which is actually from the mega set, the small set.
Yeah.
But it's all the different sizes is what you've got here, isn't it? So I'll just pop that one there. There. So really nice. Look how easy this is to do.
Yeah.
Then I've got the last thing I want to do is the thinking of you. I'll do that as well.
Okay.
So let's just take a look at what we've done. There's not much left to do here.
Yeah.
Right. So what I want you to do is, if you could make yourself useful.
Make myself useful.
Put them away again. So otherwise.
So it's trees at the bottom.
Yeah, that's fine. Just it's for my benefit more than anything. So if I take this away, so we've done all the stamping. I didn't go anywhere near the border, but you see how I've got an outline around the outside, which is really useful. And while it's still in place, let me take my thinking of you, and I put a little anti-wobble stamp on there, so you know, otherwise you know what happens. Right, and then we're just going to make sure that we don't ink up the anti-wobble stamp, because it's a one-liner, isn't it? It's that again. So I've just mounted it on one of those stamps. Let's come in here and we'll hover with the handle, and then we'll just bring that down, and then we'll place that, we'll plant that underneath. There we go.
Nice.
Bit more faded than I would have liked, but do you know what? I'm going to get over it. And sometimes when that happens, it's actually a good thing. It's because I didn't stamp it twice. You know, I didn't
condition it.
But this is actually sometimes quite nice. I wouldn't attempt to go over that with the stamp. I'd spoil it. But if you take your micron pen, and this is where you really do want your, because it's quite a thick, you could actually put a bit of a shadow. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So you can just use it to your advantage. I think it's one of the things that we talk about a lot, is just go with the flow. Don't have that. Don't put that pressure on yourself.
See, that was meant to be, I reckon. I think you did that on purpose.
Does it look good?
To create that sort of shadow and that depth to it.
Well, I think what I've learned in my years now, and you know, is that when something happens that doesn't go quite the way I wanted it to, I don't get, I just go, oh, okay.
Goodness me.
What am I going to do with this now? You know, I just keep calm and think, I use it as an opportunity to, where can I go with this? And some of the best ideas come from that. You know, see, I quite like that now. Yeah, especially because in a minute I'm going to, see, I'm in it now. This is where you start getting creative. I'm right into Japanese sort of Zen stuff. And this is exactly the whole idea. You go with the flow. It's that Enso thing. You work with what you've got.
Yes.
You don't, you know, you just keep going and it evolves. And as soon as it goes wrong and you start working, this is the thing.
It's the head game, isn't it?
Well, do you know what? Let me tell you, that's the difference between craft and art. The minute that you start getting creative on how to redirect your art is when you become the artist. You know, rather than the crafter, bish, bosh, bish, just doing what you do.
Oh, it didn't work, rip it up, start again.
Or you just expect, you just follow a recipe. When something happens that doesn't work according to plan, then the thing is, then of course you start to, you put your creative hat on. If you think about it, it's obvious, isn't it? It's very Japanese, just saying. Right, so we've got our Posca pen.
Yeah.
right?
This is the fine line Posca
This is the fine line Posca pen. And then all we're going to do now is just add little highlights. So, for example, we can add a bit of light, you know, to the windows, to the doors. We can just go in here and just... These Posca pens are amazing. I really rate them very highly.
I know you struggled to find a white pen that actually remained white when using it, didn't you?
Well, this isn't ink, you see. This is... So here, for example, we can put stars, we can do snow. This is a real light. The dawn is breaking here, isn't it? To me, it's not a dusk, it's a dawn one.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you can add your sky, you can add your moon or your sun, if you choose to. But you can see the light. As soon as you do that, the light's over here somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you add a little bit of light to these edges, then what you're doing is you're showing where the light is hitting. It's that straightforward. And so you just make your little flicks. I know it's, to a lot of you this will be obvious. To some people that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
You know. So you can put the lights on. You can go brighten up. What it does is, as well, is it brightens the art. See how it's starting to lighten the art, and you can see how this works really well.
Yeah, and you've done the door and everything, haven't you? Yeah.
And the other thing is that I could actually go into the, if I really had good eyesight, I could actually go in there and make this less. Do you see what I'm doing?
Oh yeah.
Making it less.
Zoom in.
No.
Okay.
No, because I haven't got the right glasses on, but you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Zoom in and then you can see I'm going white inside.
Yeah.
Just, you can still say it's obvious what it says, but it just tones down the blackness.
The black, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And what's interesting is you're arriving back at that again.
It is, isn't it?
It's interesting.
But it's sort of like, it's fading it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and then the other thing is on this one, for example, you'll see the only difference is I've just done a lot of pointillism, a lot of dots here.
Oh, yeah.
So I've just, and this is a real therapeutic. Rather than using colour to shade, I'm using dots. And you can get that feeling of roundness by adding more dots. We've got micron pens that have got 7 different nibs. So you could start with the fattest around the outside and then work your way in. But I'm just using one size fits all. And you can see here, you can just add a little bit of a base to the trees.
I think it gives it that more of a sort of an arty look to it, doesn't it?
Well, it's also, these are very folk arty type designs, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this just adds more of that naive is, I think, the word.
Yes.
There you go. So I won't go on, but because you can see where I've gone with this and how I've landed at this. But I just wanted to show you that basic pattern, you know, scene building, simple, at its simplest on our pre-printed Dawn and Dusk.
And because you've got the 2 different sizes in them as well, and you can do this in the square version as well as in the circle version.
That's right. And then if you want to, this is the thing, if you want to change and add a bit of lightness, then you can, for example, if I wanted a bit of light here, if I want to add a bit of light, I just take the color, I can take the color out, see? Or if I want a little bit of depth,
excuse me.
See, I can take a bit of color out of there, but I can also take a pencil, and if I want to add a little bit of depth, then I can take a pencil and go in there and just add a bit of shadow.
A little bit of shading, yeah.
So you've got so many different options. The great thing is that you've got the
background's already done,
is already
done.
Yeah. So that's that demo. So you can see how you can build different scenes.
And it's nice, and exactly what you're doing here, you can do on the toppers, and then if you've gone for the masks, you can just replicate that in the masks.
And that's what we're going to do now.
Absolutely. So I'm going to bring some screens up so we can have a bit of a tidy up. So let's have a look. I reckon this is going to be today's bestseller, I think, the complete collection. If anything to go by this morning, and the orders already coming in. So you've got all those savings in there. You've got the 3 different stamp sets. You've got your 4 different packs of masks together with those stencils of the same size. You've also got your dawn and dusk landscape toppers in both the circle and the square. Each of those contain 28 toppers, 14 of the 2 different, each of the 2 different sizes in each of those packs. You've got 7 landscapes, and you're going to get 2 of each in both the sizes. Then when it comes to the masks, you've got your 4x4 and your 3x3. And as Barb explained, they work to fit, if you wanted to, with those toppers, but they also work separately on their own as well. The small stamps, which is the mega A5 stamp set, it follows along with the Christmas ones and then the landscape ones as well. So if you have any of those in your collection, then these masks and the toppers will also work with them as well. So what you're doing is you're extending your collection and your range, and also the toppers and tags as well. So that's the complete collection. If you just want to go for the stamps, then the item number for that is 12284. Are we good to go?
No, what I'd like you to do, Paul, if you wouldn't mind, is take a look at the pre-printed. I'd like you to open up the sets and just take a look at some of the pre-printed in the squares.
In the squares.
Yeah, let's just stick to the squares so we don't confuse ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a look at the masks.
Okay.
And then I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. So if you do the overhead, I know what I need now.
Okay. So this is your dawn and dusk. This is the square toppers. So you can see here, you've got them in. Let me take that out of the way. You've got them in the 2 different sizes. You got 1, 2, so you got that one, like so. Lovely Lisa prints all of these and cuts them all down, so you can see how we've got the different colorway. I mean, the color palette is beautiful, and you'll find that they work in conjunction with our companion papers. But it's nice to see the different things that you can do with them as well. And I say, the design team only had the circle masks. They didn't get any of the toppers. All the artwork we looked at earlier was all created using those masks. And then we've got the final one in there as well. So that is your squares in relation to the toppers. Then if we have a look at the masks, which I'll bring in for the squares. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. Take these out of here. That one and that one. Okay.
Great.
So we've got this.
You can really see the difference, can't you?
Yep. So that's the round one. I put that in the wrong pile. There we go.
You see why I got confused?
I know.
There's so many things.
Yeah.
But when you see it now.
So there we go. So we'll open this up like so. I'll take those out. So you can see here how you've got your 4x4 ones.
Yeah. Okay. And they all correlate with the actual
pre-printed designs.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can see there. So you've got your 6 different masks in there. Okay. Then you've got your stencil and the bit that goes in the middle as well, which can become an embedder.
Yeah.
And then it's the same on the little ones as well. So you've got your little stencil, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the smaller version of that particular design, 5 and 6. And as Barb explained, all of the masks have also been designed to work with those toppers as well.
Thank you. Now I'm on top of it.
Now you're on top.
Thank you.
We got too organised, didn't we, before the show, I think.
Yeah. So let me just show you, just to recap what Paul is saying now. Say I've got this square one. This is pre-printed. This is the exact same size as that. So if I wanted to, I could take this piece here and I could, if I wanted to change the sky, you see, I could cover up this bit. Do you get what I'm getting at? I could cover that bit up. I could mask this piece off and I could change the sky.
Yeah.
So just to show you that they're the exact same size, and that's whether you've got large, small or round. You've got to know that they all work together. If I wanted to put a drop shadow on the moon here, this fits this moon absolutely perfectly. So now I could cover this bit up, add a little bit of a drop shadow, take it away. So this is how you could start to change.
Of course, yes.
Right, this is how these work. Okay, so they work, and you've got these two. Let's say I've just picked the same one in large, in small, large mask, small mask.
Yeah.
Work on their own. Work together.
Yeah.
Work on their own. And that's where we're at now, working on our own. And I'm going to go for the, just because I love little, and I want to show you this particular piece of artwork. Now this is done using just masks on a 7x7.
Wow.
So if we come in on this, then you can see this is just using nothing but ink, spot-on sponges, a selection of inks. I just took a load of different distress, little baby's distress oxide. You know those new ones?
The new ones.
Yeah. And it's just that, just spread through, and I'm going to show you how to get that. That's the job.
Wow.
That's my job now, is to show you how to do that, not using the pre-printed. So let's just check this out now. If I go to this one and I show you that one, that's the pre-printed, and that's the one done by hand.
Goodness.
Okay, so you've got, so you can make your own.
It's your own colour palette then, isn't it? Yeah.
See? But it's actually exactly the same size. Yeah, just to say.
That's very, I mean, for a craft company to do something like that, it's very rare. I don't even think anybody else does anything like that, especially with the masks.
What I love about this is it's a real creative process, and you've got to trust the process a little bit. Okay, trust the process a little bit. No, trust the process completely.
And it's not over till it's over.
No, it isn't. It isn't. And these masks can be used again and again and again. They're reusable. I'm going to show you how to use it the first time to get it all in place.
Yeah.
But then, to prove it to myself, I made another one using the bits, and it works perfectly. Okay, so this is just an easy, it's a quirky way of transferring all the pieces.
And because it's new as well, it's got that that tack to it, hasn't it?
So if I take my low tack tape, we're going to use plenty of it. In a minute, you'll go, well, that looks like a waste. It isn't. Okay.
No, it's not.
It isn't. Let's go like that.
Yeah.
Let's just pop. This is, if you ever did the felt.
Yes. That was a technique that you came up with, wasn't it? Taking the felt from the...
It was a great way to move, wasn't it?
Yes, all the different layers.
Let's do three should be enough. It's just a way of lifting the whole, all the masks off at the same time, right? I reckon this will work quite well. Let's have a look. So quite little bits. Okay, so we'll give this a go, and then we'll see where we go. So, right, we've done that. Don't worry, I'm going to use all this masking tape in a minute. And then I'm going to just press down. I need to kind of transfer, do you know?
Yeah.
Because in a minute, I want this low tack masking tape to take the whole mask off and deposit it on my, Yeah. So I'm just using my finger now, just to create a seal, if you like, so that I know it's going to work. Right, and then when I lift this over, I want to see, let me just find a corner. Talk among yourselves for a minute while I find a corner I need to start somewhere. Let's just get this going. Let's see if I did start one, but of course I've just sealed it. Here it is. Like, I just need a corner to get going. There we go. So I've got a start. Now let's see. See the moon, I want it all to come off at the same time.
So it's not a quick whip it off job. No. You've just got to do it slowly.
Yeah, and if it's not coming, then just give it a bit more. See what I mean?
Yeah.
When I did it at home, I think I used
Well, there was nobody watching, was there, at home?
No, but I also think I did 4 pieces. There you go. Now it's coming. See? Okay, so I've got my wax paper, those key.
Yes.
Good. And now, because I want to make a piece for my bed and breakfast in Wales,
I'd go to that bed and breakfast just for the artwork.
yeah, I'm going to use a 7x7.
Yeah.
And I know that seems quite large, but I was so pleased that I did that because now I've got really a lovely frame.
It is, and that would just literally go into behind a piece of glass, and the job's done.
So now I can go like that, see? So for the first one, this is such a nice thing to do. And it is quite tacky.
Yes.
Right. I've got to tell you, don't put that down because I've got time now. It's quite tacky, this.
Because it's new.
It is.
Yeah.
And so if you leave it on here like overnight, it will stick and it will start to peel.
Right. Okay.
So I wonder, let me just see if I was to do this. See, if I do that, I'm just detacking it the slightest bit, aren't I?
Of course, yes.
See, because I'm using my hand, I could use the back of my hand as well, right? But just to detack it a little bit, this occurred to me now before, because this is the only time you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Right. So now I've in my head, I've detacked it a little bit. Yeah. Right. But not that much that I can't.
It won't stick.
It won't stick. No, no. Right. So now I've got my bang in the middle. I'm eyeballing it. Then I'll pop that down. Now, how else am I going to get that all transferred? Same for the large ones, same for the small ones. It's just got to be done, right? Then I'm going to lift this off. This I'm going to use in a minute. So let me just pop that on there. So we'll take this off in the same order, in the same sequence as we just. Oh, hello. Okay, hang on. I did press it quite hard, didn't I?
Yeah.
And because I detacked it, learning curve. That's all right though. It will work. Just got to go easy. Do you see?
Slowly.
Yeah. Not worried about this. This is the process. It takes, you just got to go with the process.
I suppose it depends which one you're using, where there's more little bits than bigger bits, especially like the moon on there as well. That's key to have that just covered up, isn't it?
Also, because I detacked it, it's the first time I've done that, right? And I only did that because I know, because yesterday, by the time I got to the bottom of the picture, I found that it started. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly, so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. By the time I got to the bottom, look, can you see how it's quite gritty and textured?
Oh, I thought that was on purpose.
Well, happy accident. It's one of those, oh, well, there's an interesting development.
Oh, right, okay.
But that happened because it started to stick.
Oh, the residue.
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking about that. And then I thought, well, why don't we detack it? And then it won't happen. But in detacking it, it's not sticking so much. So now I've got to be more careful when I peel all this lot off.
Yeah.
That's all right, though.
Top tips.
I'd rather do that.
What if, isn't it?
At least we did that bit together. Right. So now what I'm going to do is take all that masking tape that I've just used.
Yeah.
And use it round the outside so that I don't spoil the whiteness.
The frame.
Yeah, because of course I'm going to use it. I don't want to get ink on that, do I?
No.
You see what I mean? So I've used all the masking tape again on my little surgery here. Look.
So you may want to top up on your latex tape.
Just go out a little bit so you can see. See, I've still got a couple of little bits here.
So we've got 4 rolls. The item number is 31212. I would definitely say for this, you definitely want to stock up on that low-tack tape.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Definitely.
Right, so now I've done what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to start. Now, I'm going to use, you could use anything to do this job.
Yeah.
But all you need here, you need your wax paper to catch the bit that you're not using.
Okay.
And then you need some spot-on sponges. So you need some spot-on sponges and a couple of ink pads. Right, so I'll start with the corner here, right? And I'm just going to lift, I'm going to start with the sky.
Yeah.
I think I'll start with the sky. Okay. And silly. And then I'll put it on the wax paper.
Yeah.
So it's there. Because in a minute, I'm going to do the colour on this. And then I'm going to put that back. And then do the next one. Do the next one.
It's like a painting by numbers, but by mask.
It is.
Yeah.
So let's do this now. Because I'm going to show you how to. This is such an enjoyable process. You know, this is a little bit like, you just got to trust it. It's the same as the colouring, you know, not the colouring, the paper piecing that we're doing on Saturday next week.
Yes, that
It's
course.
yeah, the course. It's the same kind of thing. So I'm using tumbled glass. Can you see that all right? Can you, let me just come over a little bit so you can actually see what I'm using. So look, I'll show you what I'm doing. Like that. I've got tumbled glass, which was one of those new colours.
Oh, from the ones that came in the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got 6 different colour sets in, which you'll all find on the show page. So the tumbled glass is in set number 10, item number 50569. We've got some lovely blues in there.
So what I wanted to say was that you can see when you use the spot on sponges, you can smooth through like this. You can just, the paper and the sponge is a great combination. Of course, you can use brushes as well. Look, I'll show you. If you want to get a basic colour down.
Yeah, like an undercoat.
Right, an undercoat. So you're just using, there you go. What I want to be aware of though is I want to get the light. See, I'll show you. I'm thinking ahead already. So I want a bit of pink in there, and I want the light to hit the water there.
Oh, yeah.
You see? So I want it to come through like that. So I'm sort of concentrating on the blue on the sides, like that. And you can't, the nice thing is that you can use the pre-printed ones for a little bit of inspiration. You could do
yes, on where to go light and dark.
You can look at it and say, right, what do I want to change there? So let's say I want to put a bit of pink in there now. I like pink in pinky grey mornings.
Pinky grey, yeah. We have plenty of them around here, don't we?
So this is a nice one, Spun Sugar. That's from the old set.
Oh, is it? From the old ones?
So I think it's from the old set, yeah. See? And you can smooth like that, or you can see. So I'm definitely focusing on the light colour going through there. There.
Spun Sugar is from set 1.
Told you. Oh, she knows her colours.
You know your sets.
See, so I've got that colour now. Now, if I wanted to make it a bit darker, then I can just take a darker colour. So, well, the clue's in the name, Stormy Sky.
That was in that one. That was in the...
But I don't know. I think I'll keep it nice and bright. I'll keep it light and bright. Now, top tip, I'm going to just suggest this. Leave that to dry for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Right, before you put this down.
Right.
Once again, I'm not doing it because for speed purposes, right? But when it should be all right actually now because I detacked it a bit.
Yeah.
But by the time I get back to the top, let's just pop that in place. By the time I get back to the top, so I'm going to work my way all the way down now.
Okay.
So by the time I get to the top,
it's starting to set.
It's starting to set and it sticks to the wet.
Right.
So let's go into this one now. Right. So we're just going to lift this one off here. There you go. Perfect. So pop that on there. Now what you're looking for now is contrast.
Okay.
This is, if you've done this with me before, you'll remember that what we need now is contrast. So we've used those 2 colours. So to make it stand out, I've got to use a different colour.
Okay.
Right, but I've got a kind of a family of colours. Do you see how none of them really bite that much?
No.
And what I've got is these really neutral ones. One's called Old Paper, one's called Antique Linen. It tones down everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, for example, let's have a look at this. Let's test. So that's Antique Linen, and that's quite a dark, that's Old Paper. See, those 2 will change cut. Let's take, if I take that one, it's quite dark. Yeah. So if I take a little bit of that, but what I'm going to do is let's go with Old Paper. Right, watch this. So now I'm going to blend the colours a little bit.
Right, okay.
Right, so I'll start like, but I'm remembering all the time, I haven't done the moon yet. I'll do the moon in a minute. Right, I'm remembering all the time. Let's just take this one. So I start with a kind of an undercoat, but that's my
shaft of light.
Yeah, that's my shaft of light there. So I want to make sure that I remember that that's my shaft of light. You see?
Yeah.
Just keep it white. Who says I can't? but we'll just smooth that over a little bit like that. Now, if I take a little bit of that green, and well, watch where I plant it. I'm bringing it over here. So I can always add it, but I can't take it away.
Yeah.
Right, so now I'm smoothing in, and I'm coming in from that side because I want to keep that light shaft. See? So I do that, and I'll go in again. So it's dark.
Yeah.
So if I go in there, bosh, green's green.
Great. Yeah.
So what I do is I sit over here with it. Yeah. Then I smooth in gently, and I flick up. And as I smooth round, I'm coming round that bottom edge because I want the contrast for the next set.
Of course, yes.
Yeah? So if I feel that now, that's plenty. See, I don't want to go any darker than that because otherwise the light shaft.
Plus also you'd have to get darker, I'm guessing, underneath.
Yeah, it gets darker and darker, which it does.
Yeah.
But you get where I'm coming from. So now I've done that, right? And what you can always do, it's not stuck down forever, is it? You just go in here and you ask yourself, am I happy with the contrast? Is there enough contrast?
So you can see the difference between the sky and the hill.
Yeah. If not, well, add a bit more. You can always add a bit more. And when you pounce rather than drag, it's where you add the colour. That's where you add the depth.
Intensifies it.
Yeah. That's it. Right. But I'm going to leave that light shaft because I think it'll be lovely. And there's nothing, even when you get right to the bottom and you think, oh, I wish that were a bit darker. All you do is go back put the mask back in and go again. You can go again as many times as you like. So now the trick is, before I take this one off, I put this one back.
Yes.
So that way I'm getting the right place all the time. See, so this is the simple process. Now I'll pop that in there like so. I developed this. Do you remember when we did this in the workshop, the course?
Yeah.
We did this at a retreat.
We did.
So now I've covered that up. You see, I've done that one and that one. Now we're getting to this one. So it's the same thing, process. First thing I need to do, lift this away. So I'll lift this one away. And what am I going to do with it, Paul?
You're going to put it on your carrier sheet.
I'm going to put it on my carrier sheet. So that's that one. So I take that, put it on the wax paper so that it's safe. And I know where to find it in a minute.
Yeah.
Put that one away. Next one's this colour. So now let's have a look at what I've already done. So this one, I've done that one. This one was this colour here. So I'm thinking, right, I know what colours I used there. Now I need a contrast.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is perhaps I'll go to a bluey colour.
Right. Okay.
So they're all sort of part of the same family. None of them bite. So I'm going to try that blue. So that one, I used old paper. This one, let's use antique linen with speckled egg. So you've got, you know, that's the thing about those lovely ink pads, these little baby ink pads that just came in, right?
Because you've got a selection, haven't you? You're not buying, imagine if all of these were your large
big ones. Yeah.
One, space.
Yeah.
But two, you've got a lovely colour palette for a smaller price point.
So good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm doing is I'm just smoothing. Remember me shaft of light?
Yeah.
So I just keep my eye on that. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't got this, please believe me, I haven't got it written down somewhere what colour I'm going to go to. I am just going with the flow. And that's the whole, all you need to know is that you need a contrast.
Yes.
And what I tend to do is I think of the light hitting the top. So when you get to a fold like this, right, it's going to be lighter at the top and darker at the bottom. That's all I'm going to go for. So I've put that colour in, which is weird. That in antique linen looks light green to me.
It does, doesn't it?
A lot of the reason these colours sometimes change is when you put pressure on them.
And it's,
they go from lilac to blue.
Yeah,
you know,
we had that one, didn't we? Yeah.
Shaded lilac or something, right? So now I'm doing this, and then when I pounce, you get more of the true colour of what you expect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just make a mushroom. See, I know there are lots of alternatives. I don't think you can beat this for application.
No.
It's just perfect for me. So now I'm using speckled egg. Love this colour, right? So let's just stick to the bottom. Remember I just said, let's see what we get if we stay along the bottom edge there. Because remember, the next one's going to be the water. So we don't want to make it too blue. It would be a bit weird. But
flooding.
But, yeah, oh, don't. but you can see how we're changing the colours.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
And you would think, I mean, obviously blending of colours and stuff like that, we often see you do it with the brushes, where you're sort of doing that to get that sort of soft airbrush look.
Big contrast.
Yeah.
Happy with that. That'll do.
Yeah.
Let's see if we've got a contrast here.
Because that's where it goes into the sky.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. That's perfect. So that'll do. There might be a little bit of a white. No, that's good enough. That'll do. The thing about it is, it's not over till it's over. And this is one of the things, like with the tour, the Glastonbury tour, or the lighthouse, or those paper collages. Until it's finished, you cannot even begin to imagine what you're going to get.
No.
And the first time you do it, you may use too bright colours. You might look at my palette and think they're boring colours, but it's a background. It's all.
Yeah.
It's a landscape. So that's the water now.
Right. Okay.
So, and I'll show you, let's do the water, and then we'll see. Now, water, is it always blue? Oh, I don't know, I'm not so sure.
Depends where you live. Or if you've got any. Tunbridge Wells hasn't had water for ages.
And it ain't blue, that's for sure.
No, I mean in the taps.
Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't. Who goes swimming in the water in Brighton?
What do they call it when you go like to the lakes and the rivers? They call it something, don't they? That type of swimming. But no.
Cold is, I think, what they call it. Freezing. Right, let's just add a little bit of blue. I'm just dry brushing now.
Yeah.
Right, just to make sure that we know it's the water.
Uh-huh.
Right, let's have a look. So we're going to go like that, like that. Remember my shaft?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that and do that. And in a minute, right, forgive me, but in a minute, I'm not going to take it to the end. I did one this morning so that I can fast forward. Otherwise, we're going to lose friends and we're going to be like, I'm losing the will to live. But I needed to show you how you
start the process.
How you start the process.
From the very first time, yeah.
So I'm going to go to, because I haven't touched that stormy sky. See where the lids are open, that's telling me where I've just been.
Where you've just been.
Yeah, yeah. So that's always a good idea. See, so I know now that's where I've just been. So I know, for contrast, I know where to go.
Yeah.
One that I've not just been to. So I'm just doing the same thing. So let's take that one. Stormy sky. It's quite dark. It looks a little bit like the one we had before, but let's just see. Let's just see if this works. It might just.
Apparently it's called wild swimming.
Wild swimming.
Wild swimming.
I'll go with that.
Where you go in lakes and rivers and.
Now let's see if this works. Because what I might do, just for the sake of the art, I may just lift this lot off so you can see what it looks like halfway.
Okay.
And then we'll go to one and go the whole reveal.
Okay.
So let's just see if I take that off. See, that's got quite a, that's quite nice. Look, see the shaft?
You can see, yeah.
Right. I'm just going to show you. Otherwise you'll think, well, I never saw what she actually did. So let's just take, yeah, I love. And I'll put all these back in the right order in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to leave the moon white on this one.
Okay.
See, you can feel it tugging.
Yeah.
Feel it?
And I suppose it didn't help because it was still quite moist, wasn't it?
I didn't wait, did I?
No.
But look at these lovely colours. It's lovely.
Yeah.
See? And then I can lift that off and the moon's going to be beautiful and white. See?
Look at that.
I didn't put any colour to it.
So I mean, you could have just half a scene, couldn't you? You don't have to use the whole element.
No, of course you don't. And the other thing is, like, this is what we learned last time. If I wanted to make the sky longer, I just, do you remember?
Extend
it.
Yeah.
That's easy. And we could do a workshop on that, how to extend it. But you can see how it's building up, can't you?
And you can definitely see that shaft of light coming through now, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'll do now, just so that we can shimmy this along a little bit.
Yeah.
And just, you know, this is not me rushing it. I'll do this later. Right. I
don't want to move any more of it, do you, really?
No. But if I take this and take that and put that in my little box, let's go to the one I did this morning.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. And I detacked it.
Okay.
So now we can see what it looks like when you peel it all away. Right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we take that one off. Right, so it's the same again. I use the same colorways.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm going to get underneath, but I reckon it will be lovely. Let's just have a look. Okay. And sometimes if you get a little bit of an overlap, it's quite nice.
It's sort of like,
Okay, so
yeah,
this
it looks
one's
a
more
bit sort of
green.
grounded it a little bit, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. So this is the water now. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. That looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder whether I did any. Oh no, it's lovely and white. Good, good. I like it white. It gives you a good contrast around the outside. I hope the outside will come off. Right, let's have a look. Isn't it lovely though?
Yeah.
So the earlier on we were talking about the pre-printed.
Yes.
You know, and they definitely have a home.
Mm.
They so 100% are great to have in your stash. But I am a lover of this this particular process. It's like the paper collage process. You get such a nice. Oh, just peeling that off. There you go.
It is, as I say, it's like painting by numbers, but you're painting by mask, really, aren't you?
So
it's that sort of like a jigsaw.
Yeah. Now let's see what we get when we take all this lot off. Let's have a look. So take all this lot off. See, it's the great reveal, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I love
all
that
this. Frame around, if it didn't have the word Clarity Masks on it, that's a nice picture frame around the outside. It
already is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So we'll take all this off. And
like a
and you know what's interesting is you haven't used anything except masks, a couple of makeup sponges, and a bit of ink.
Some ink.
See, I'm a big fan of that. And I keep going on about these paper collage workshops that we do, but that's what I love about them, because all we're using is
a few utensils,
a pair of scissors, some paper.
We'll give some details of that in a moment.
Let's see if we can get this. Hope this comes off after all this. There you go. Hey, look at that. See, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
There you go.
Wow.
Let me just turn that round, because that's got to go back on a wax paper. Isn't that lovely? That's a lovely one.
That's beautiful. I mean, you've now got sort of a lovely, I was going to say,
I was
now just about to say you've got a lovely pair.
Thanks very much, Chuck. Right, so also, while I'm fiddling with this, let me just, Lily said something else again. Right, if I pop that there like that, that's got to go on my wax paper. You know when you do your foiling?
Yes.
You have that paper that's the waxy carrier sheet. That's brilliant for that storing these.
Yeah, for a larger piece for.
Yeah, because this is exactly the same size as the mask, so it's always a little bit, to try and get it all back in the right place.
We'll see if we can sort something out about that. Doing some refill packs.
But if I just pop that on there like that and that on there like that, at least that's in the right place.
Yeah.
Right, and then I can just rejig all the bits in the middle. But that's how those carrier sheets would be brilliant.
I mean,
isn't that lovely?
This is absolutely beautiful. But you know what? I'm gonna get into trouble with it. It needs something a little bit more.
What, you mean stamps?
No. It's beautiful as it is, but if that was a print on the wall,
you need to frame it.
It needs something to go around the outside of it, doesn't it? It needs that,
like a frame,
the pressure, the embedder. That finishing touch to make it look as if you bought it at a high spec gallery.
Okay, thanks for tipping me off there, Paul. I thought, what is he talking about? Are we selling frames as well?
It was a long time ago we had that conversation. Remind me about the embedder.
Remind me about the embedder, because I'll forget.
Because
next time just write it down.
Because we worked out, didn't we, that if you've taken the small masks, that the stencil that comes with the large mask.
You talk among yourselves while I find it.
There was the stencil that comes with the large mask in the square. The inner part is perfect as an embedder, and we've tidied up so much and organised everything.
I bet I'll find it though. Here it is.
There it is.
Super.
I
know it's a little bit chaotic today. Right, that one there. Look, it sits on there like a charmer. Isn't that beautiful?
And all of a sudden, it's now going to elevate it to more than a B&B in Wales. That's going to be sort of like a West End hotel room.
It's nice, isn't it? So then you pop that on there. Then you take your masking tape again. Okay. Well, shall we finish it, Paul?
I think so. And then we can get Dave to make a frame.
He's already doing it downstairs. Right, there you go. So that's like that. We'll pop that on there, and I'm just going to lift it up just so it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
If you know, I know that sounds weird. Detack it.
Detack it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'll pop that on here like so. Stays in place. Let's just feel it. It's got to be around here somewhere. There it is. See, I can feel it. Then I can use my thingamajig.
Blending pen. You need a clean nib.
I do, otherwise I'm going to get dirt on mine. You got one?
Yeah.
So the idea is, thank you. That's it. So let me just find it so I can get going. There it is. Once you get going, you're in. There you are. There. See, so I can just, and I'm turning the paper rather than because this is the front.
Yes.
And there might be ink on there. So that's why I'm leading it on that. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I think I need to. Right. And then I need my tool.
Which is there.
Number 2 tool.
Yeah.
Right, now I'm going to go slowly. I'm just going to go down there like so. So that what we're saying is the stencil that's included in the set of masks.
Yes.
The inside piece is a great size as an embedder for the
smaller masks.
Unless you, I mean, you might have our embedder set, and there'll be one that's even tighter.
This just came to us pre-show, didn't it?
I forgot to bring me embedders because they're still in the boxes back
from
at
Friday.
base.
And I said, oh, I wonder whether the one in there would fit. And
let's have a look.
It was planned, obviously.
So we'll take that off there like so, gently does it. Then we'll lift that up. Oh, look
at that.
Now, if that's not a gallery piece, Paul.
That's what I'm saying. So that's like a London West End hotel room.
But isn't that lovely, that edging?
It is.
I'm so
we were talking
pleased
about
with
the finishing touches, weren't we, earlier on? And that, all of a sudden, I wouldn't put anything else on that apart from a frame.
No, I mean,
really.
Would you stamp on it? You could.
I wouldn't.
I'm not. In fact, let me tell you. I tell you what I did do. Right, I stamped a little card together. This is exactly the same as that.
That
is because I was going to. Yeah. And then I fell in love with it, and I thought, no, I'm not.
No.
I'm going to sign that. A little tiny signature there. Wouldn't that? That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just in a beautiful pencil mark.
And then I mean, you could chop your toppers up.
Chop your toppers.
Chop your toppers up. Chop your toppers up. You could cut back to the colour, and you could embed those and do a series of little notelets as well.
I'm going to practice my signature.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to write in there, and then I'm going to write 1 of 1.
So we have a question from Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
So Michelle says, with the landscape masks, should we always start from the top and work down, or do you go for the bottom up?
Good question. And right, it's interesting because I was doing a lot of prep for, I keep going on about it, the workshop next week.
Yes.
You know, with the cutting.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And for that, I definitely found that working from the bottom and going to the top was best, weirdly, right? When you started assembling it, I started at the bottom and I ended up at the sky.
Yeah.
With this one, I think it's probably 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I don't think it. The reason I start with the sky is because it sets the tone for the rest of the picture.
Yes.
Because it's where the light's coming from.
Yeah.
So the reason I started with the sky on this
because you had
is because it's the light shaft.
Yeah.
Right. But if you haven't got a light shaft or a light source, and you're not worried about that, or you can think backwards, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? You got to think backwards then.
Yeah.
Because so let me have
I suppose it's also the darkness, isn't it?
I'm just going to say that if you start at the top, and then as you come down, your colours get bolder and darker. You You know, same as your stamps get larger as they
Yeah.
come to the front, because as you come to the bottom, you come to the front almost, don't
Yeah.
you? And as you go to the back,
It's more faded.
further away.
Yeah.
So probably to be honest, you probably be better off starting with the sky and working your way down.
So
and getting
start
brighter.
lighter.
Start ginger, start a little bit, and then start, you know, as you build your confidence, so you build your colour.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me anyway. Try it. That's what I would say. Try it. I think I've always started from the top.
The top, I think so as well. When I've seen you do it before, it is that, as you say, it's the lightness at the top.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you gradually bring it down.
And so with this one here, what I did was I practiced my composition that I wanted to put on here.
Yeah.
And then I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. This is a quirky little card. Love it. And I wonder if you can spot where I got the actual, where did I get that from?
See, because when I saw the picture of this, I thought, oh no, Barb's been doing paper strips again. Like, sort of literally, because you've done that technique before where you've used all your offcuts and you've used double-sided adhesive. But that comes from one of our products of the month.
Isn't it lovely?
Brand new.
I love it.
Fabric strip card pack. So
and you know what's interesting is what I've realized was, because of course Jazz is the designer of these pre-prints. Jazz is the designer of these strips.
Yeah.
She has those colors in her mind.
Yes.
And so when you take these, whichever one you pick, right, you like, I could take that one, and as I start to go through, bang, I did. That was a coincidence.
No, it was. That was the first one.
The first one that I packed. Look, it's the same color.
Color palette.
Do you see what I'm getting at? That was that one there.
Yeah.
Right. And then I bet if I go to another one of those, it will be the same. I'll find another color palette. So that's what I did with that. I just kept going until it went. It just slots in. It's like boom. Perfect.
So that's it. One of the products of the month, and the item number for that is 31954. Now, we were talking about the Glastonbury Tour online workshop that's coming up on Saturday.
If you get your order in for that for next Saturday, we will be able to get it to you in plenty of time by tomorrow.
So any orders that come in, I'll bring the details up on the side of the screen for you. I know that might disappear for you.
Not a chance.
Item number on your screen is 60230. It's the Glastonbury Tour Paper Collage online workshop with Barbara. It's £67. There's no club discounts, but if it goes in the basket with one of the products of the month, then you'll get your double points on that. It will be on Saturday the 7th. It's a live, you get an invite to our inner circle.
Yes, it is. It's not a Zoom or anything or on Facebook. It's a private inner sanctum, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a completely different place. It's nothing to do with social.
No. So we'll send you an email with a link inviting you to attend that classroom.
Yeah.
They'll be sent out tomorrow. I'm going to do all of those tomorrow. So if you've already used our online courses before, just log into your account and you'll see tomorrow you'll have access to that course if you've purchased it.
Nice.
If you can't tune in live, then that's not a problem, because with all of our other social TVs, they're all available for you to go back and watch afterwards. And it's all in that same classroom. Once you've got that key, it's good to go.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
Did you want to have a look at it, or?
Yeah, we've done that.
We've done that. Okay.
I think, well, I mean, you might not have seen it before. Let's have a quick look at it. So that's the Glastonbury Tour. This is the other set that we...
Yes.
So this is the original colour pack, which is going in.
It is.
We are offering a second colour pack so that you can make it in that colourway if you prefer that colourway to tie in with the other two that we did online. So some people were asking for a trilogy. So at no extra cost, we've added another pack of paper. There. So there you go. If you want to join me, this is to me, this is like the Rolls Royce of...
and you get the 12 by 12 canvas and everything in there.
Yeah, you get everything you need. And all you need to bring is a pair of scissors and a Pritt stick. So,
yeah, and a Baron.
And a Baron, which is just a flat. And so that was it, really.
I know,
it's already 4 o'clock. I think I'll hold this demo.
Yes.
Right, the last one.
I think we could definitely revisit over the month.
I think so. During the course of the month, we'll come back to this. And we'll have a little session on a Mini Makes Monday, because this is the perfect little Mini Makes Monday.
Isn't it? Yeah.
That goes back over there. The only thing I do want to show you, I've got to show you this fox. I'll show you this one
Okay.
because I really love this fox. Now I did another alcohol ink on a jelly plate.
We did.
That was
online
a workshop.
Yeah.
And if you did that one, then you would have ended up with loads of scraps. Right?
Yeah.
I'll show you. So you ended up with loads of scraps. And these stamps, just to show you, they don't only work on those
Landscapes.
backgrounds. So if you did that jelly plate workshop, you ended up with all these alcohol ink backgrounds.
They're
like
all the
this.
little 3.5 by 3.5 bits of
We
card.
did loads of them,
yeah.
didn't we? Like beautiful cloudy alcohol prints. And in fact, these are the ones, this was the same session as we did for those backdrop that you see everywhere.
Prints. Yeah.
You know those backdrop prints? That's these ones. Talk about tying full circle. These beautiful little notelets from Sheila Metzeler are using those,
that's
aren't
from
they?
those, yeah.
So these are all original ones, so they're quite dark. But what I wanted to show you was this little fella. Oh yeah, so these are the these backgrounds,
did the newer ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the autumn winter ones. We launched those towards the end of, or was it the spring summer?
No, spring summer was first, then came autumn winter.
Yeah, and they would tie in with your lovely ladies.
They're beautiful, yeah. So if we come in a bit closer though, sorry Paul, just have a look at this little guy. So I just took one of those pieces, look, just a scrap. You can pick any one of these, look, any piece of scrap, anywhere, and just add a couple of these little animals.
Yeah.
There's this little fella in the background.
Yeah.
Look. And a couple of those trees you recognise now, right? There we go. And they are absolutely, there he is, look. There he is. And that little fella, hey, there he is. There. And then that tree, there, that tree, there it is. It's a little one.
Yeah.
That one. Look. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. And yeah, there's no stalk. There's no trunk.
But I just wanted to show you, if you've got a stash like this, this particular style of if you just look at them, just coming back, these little people are so beautiful. That little, I just love this.
They're like little dancey sort of,
yeah. So you just take a little, just feast your eyes on these because they work absolutely beautifully with this kind of
and what we're calling the larger ones have got more sentiments on there as well, haven't
little sentiments.
Little sentiments.
Yeah, so it's gone the other way.
Yeah.
So now instead of sending love huge, which is on the little ones, you've got three small. Jazz just didn't want to waste the space.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there you go, my friends. 2 hours.
Goodness
I'm
me.
so glad that we did go through the actual mask process though, because I think it's important that you know where the rest came from.
Yeah, absolutely. And how they work in conjunction with the toppers if you wanted to. And when you look at what we've got in this bundle that we've got on the screen, they all work on their own.
Yes.
But they all work together.
Exactly like I showed you.
Yeah.
You know, the pre-prints, they work on there. Let's just do that one more time because that really did track, didn't it? And then we'll have a look at a little bit of artwork and then we'll call it a day because I can smell that chicken from here. Let's just have a look, right? You just talk about something else for a second while I get that together.
Right, I'm going to bring some details up on the screen. These full screen graphics hide a multitude of sins.
Yeah, thank you. They do.
So we've got the complete collection on your screen, which is 21261. You've got that £31.49 saving, which is all the savings combined plus an additional £5. If you're club members, you're going to get your additional club discount as well. If you want to just go for the 3 sets of stamps, the item number is 12284. You've got an £11.49 saving on that, which is the sentiments for free. If you want to go for your toppers, we've got the duo collection there, 31963, £5 saving, also available individually as well. And then we have the product of the month. If you pop this into your basket over the course of the whole of February, you'll get double points on the whole basket. Item number 31954. Then we have those lovely shack borders, strips and panels A5 stamp set, item number 12277. That's the second product of the month for February. And finally, we have item number 21254. That's the third product of the month for February. Put that in your basket and you'll get double points on the whole of that basket. Are we almost there?
No, I haven't got a clue, but I think I can pretty much explain what we're talking about.
Okay.
Right. So we talked about the fact that we can use these, just going back over what we did. If we go to you can see here, for example, we can use these on their own. You don't need anything, you can use these on their own.
Yeah.
Yep. Then we showed that you can use these in conjunction. So you could take this and you can cover up so they work together. Remember we were saying about how I can take this one, for example, and if I want to isolate do something about the hill in the background, then they work together beautifully. They're exactly the same size. Just to make that clear one more time, they work together.
Yeah.
Right. So they work on their own, they work together, and then they work together with the masks.
Yeah.
And then the masks work on their own, as I showed you in that final example.
Create that.
So you can either go easy or therapeutic.
Less easy.
Process.
Process.
Yeah,
yes. I think that's a really good word. It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just a lovely combination.
And if you go back to that full screen, you can see there, not the full screen. If we just look at what's on the screen there at the moment, I know it's a considered purchase, but you understand, I think, looking at the 3 sets of stamps and the masks and the pre-printed paper packs, you can really understand why we've put them all together in a big bundle.
Yeah, and also you've got the stencils in there as well, which isn't even really factored into the cost of the mask. They would just put those in. We
just added them in because it works so well for the lining, when you go around to frame it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, thanks for reminding me, the actual embedding, that you take the large ones, put it in the small one.
And you can do that in the circle as well as in the square as well. So
really cool, really cool. So hours of fun, hours of play. I hope you like the new style.
Yeah, just checking the questions are all clear.
All clear.
So, yeah, we're all
marvelous.
Good there.
So thank you very much for joining us. Have a great Sunday. Paul, thanks.
Welcome.
Gracie, thanks ever so much for your help.
And back in the shack at 10 tomorrow.
Back in the shack tomorrow, building a bouquet.
Super. We'll see you there.
Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
That was great.